What's up guys, it's your boy Tway here. We got another account review. This time Kitty Roy asked me to check his stuff. We got a few questions that I need to be looking at. He wants some advice regarding his team. I'm not quite sure what content yet. Some support builds, how to take on TOC and Underground Labyrinth, and you're stuck in the lower levels of Trial. So we're about to find out if we can fix the things that he wants fixing. So currently level 127, play record is about 300. Oh wow, almost a year. Diamond 2 and a 5-star unique weapon. So let's just check what is he playing. We got a keg sale. Okay, I see a lot of unique weapons and I'm assuming not a lot of them will be used, so that instantly makes me feel like, oh, we might actually end up breaking some things. He is a Theo main, or at least it seems. Got himself this, nice, that's looking good. Antlers on the dude as well. But I see so many items where I have this big, and I mean big, question mark as to what we're really looking for. He has a Theo and a Kersey. Now that is questionable, but it could still work. A Chase, Zara, Dark Lord Kexel, Fallen Frey. So we definitely need to look at her for a little bit. We got a Glenwith, so no UT yet. UT4. Which that means for Eclipse she might be a little bit, but ultimately we can do something about it. Shamila, I don't think he would ever make that, but that is a question mark for me. Zephyr, now Zephyr is that one character that does very well in Trial of Sky, so I would suggest him keeping that, unless he wants to go full magic, doesn't want to touch any physical damage, and then Talisha would do better for that case. So yeah, a lot of things that I see here, but no real aim as to anything else. Let's check if we find any. We got an inventory, we got ourselves some Uria stuff, we got multiple hybrid Fantastic Book of Animals. I would smash them together at any occasion that I get, but until I get verification on that, I might wait. Okay, interesting. There are a lot of items in here. A lot of them which he could use. A lot of them which I'm like, well, I'm not quite sure what we should go for. One thing is for sure, he's gonna need Esker. He could be popping Visca. Visca's interesting. The fact that he has double UTs might be something that could help him out. The fact that he got a unique weapon as well in Visca, I see like a lot of potential on this account. And what? We're not gonna gamble just yet unless I get verification from the man's 100 grand himself. But let's figure something out. Esker is a character that he's gonna need 100%. The fact that he has this thing double on Evan is nice, not entirely necessary. This one on the start is nice for PvP, depending on what you or how you want to play ultimately. Got himself a Jane. So let me pop the first question. So what content, Kitty Roy, are you looking at right now? Like, what do you want to focus on the most? Labyrinth, TOC, Trials, and Eclipse. That is everything. Okay, so I see a lot of items. That is nice. So we could work something out, that is for sure. The only downside is the question where we really need to focus on, because I see so many items where I am not sure if we would be doing right by just amping everything up. Because in all fairness, you're a Theo player. In terms of Eclipse, you got yourself Theo. Theo is a fucking god when it comes to Eclipse. Reason why, the UT3 or the UT4 itself will amplify up Theo's damage by a long term. So if I look at this currently, I might think of making that thing straight up go to Theo, and it will help you in Eclipse. But that is just Eclipse oriented. So I'm not quite feeling just going for that just in one go. Another thing which I would do is, I saw the Fallen Frey, and the Fallen Frey is definitely worth an investment, because currently Fallen Frey is the most broken, just the most broken character in the game. Regardless of anything, she does everything. Bro, you can go ham, just fix. Oh my god, I'm getting too much freedom, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. We're just gonna open things, and we're gonna make it. We got so many fragments, so we're gonna pop one thing. Is we're gonna click, and then we know what we're gonna get. So which ones were new? We got this one. We got Fluss. We got Do you have a Lavriru? Well, that's always good. We're gonna just 50% everything. So, Kitty Roy, are you a gambler or are you not? Like this happens, great, doesn't matter. It was free anyway. Because if you want me to go for a 100% route on anything, please let me know. Because otherwise, I will be popping this one. Filter says do it. He gets impatient. But yeah, he said go ham. I game sometimes. Funny enough. 5-star Theo with a 3% chance. But now this is nice. It may not seem like a whole lot, but hey, at the end of the day, if Jane gets to heal herself up super high, then she is definitely worth whatever we're gonna do. There are a lot of items which I have this feeling you're never gonna use ever. So are there any characters which you would believe that you're making in the future? Because I find a few of them that are utterly useless. And I would like to break them in the long run, because at the end of the day I would just amplify up everything into Fallen Frey, because Fallen Frey will definitely help you out. Did you have Rahartna by any chance? So Rahartna is one of those characters that you should be getting as well. I'm gonna give you a straight list of characters that you're missing. No, this is Cleo, right? Oh, it is Rahartna. Never mind, I suck. So this one is. I don't recognize her with this bob cut and not the pigtails. That's my bad. Okay, so he does. Nice. Even TP95. Great. You got yourself a Happy Pumpkin. That is even more nasty because it will allow for better healing rate in terms of Eclipse. So that might be good. So then we are left with Esker. That is a certainty. Upgrading Fallen Frey would be good. You got yourself a Celica. So in all fairness, I believe he got most of the characters that I would straight up give to him. Glenwis would be one of those, but he already has that too. So there's two things that I want to get for him in terms of Eclipse. One is the Fallen Frey up to a point where I wanted it to be. Another thing which I could do is get the UT of Theo up to at least a 3-star, which then would allow him to do a massive amount of extra damage. So if anything, I don't think you need anything else except for Fallen Frey. She is just that broken. More shield means more attack, means better overall in most content. The only downside that I might... Nah, there is no downside. It is just that broken. Honestly, I'm not forgetting anything. We're just going to use this. 8 of them straight away. Rosmerta. We're going to cancel this out because we know it's going to be 8 of them. Yoink. Yay. And to upgrade this, we're going to try and give ourselves a little bit of that luck. So we give him that prime liquor. We're not giving him 1. We're giving him 2 for the extra luck. Click the PP. Never forget. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Is this a lucky account? We're about to figure this out. We already got a fail bonus on this, but you better do this. You gotta hate to see that type of thing happen. Fallen Frey will get nerfed soon. Could be. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen and at least go for a 4-star. Okay, nice. We get an attempt at a 4-star. If we get a 4-star, that is good. That is a no. 18%. Can we do this, ladies and gentlemen? The dude said he was lucky on his Theo, getting him to 5-star on a Lopi. So far, still a no. But he also said he has some more. the moment to re-roll an account. Now that's a little bit rustic, my friend, but yes. Oh, and always make sure to pop these. Never forget. And the other shop, League of Victory. Can we? Is it already in there? It is. Like I wanna see this dude on a 4-star. Are we? No. It's Fall of Frey, right? We gotta click PP on this dude. Click the PP. 21%. Can we do this? Got it. Nice. So no 5-star, but it is definitely on like less than 16 tickets. Nice. So we still got more than what we could have had everywhere else. So to amp up Fall of Frey just a little bit more, for Eclipse, you need a Broken's Angel's Egg. You could amplify this up to a 4-star, right? But let's at least make it a 1-star. So the cooldown is a little bit lower. We could end up going for a 5 or like a 4-star, but nah. Too much of a gamble, and I kind of want to have the UT of Theo up a little bit higher so he would do more damage in Eclipse. Sadly, we got nothing really valuable. We got maximum HP and defense, and the other one was just as crappy. So one thing that you can consider is just amplify this up, get the other ones, try to get an attack in there somewhere, but yeah. You're more lucky than me with Fall of Frey. Dude, you're not more lucky than me in Fall of Frey. Cause I got that shit, like I got myself a 5-star unique weapon on my Fall of Frey with 9 or 11 tickets. I'm not quite sure how many, but I was super lucky in that one. So another neat trick that not a lot of people know about, if you press the escape button on a emulator, it is the same as the back button for what I know, and you can actually skip animations for this. So we restore artifacts, we restore it, escape, restore, escape, restore, escape, and it saves you a little bit of time. And the only thing that you have to watch right now is your inventory and see which ones that you got. Now we got something very nice, and that is a spirit morph ring and a pocket watch. Am I being lucky? We're about to see, can we hit a 49%? It seems easy, right? Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's stay positive, ladies and gentlemen, because being negative will get you nowhere. Are we gonna do a 10%er for no reason? You forgot to touch King's PP. I stand corrected. Yes, I did forget that. Nah, we're not gonna trash this account for no reason. Isn't it better to have 2 clocks? I rarely just use 2 of them, but yeah, I get where you're going with that. Let's do another 50%. This time it's Shockman's PP, you're right. Oh, wait, 50%. We can do it on this one. Now, this is an item that's still good for Theo if you want to do them for some PvP stuff. Same can be said for the hybrid fantastic animals. If you have multiple characters that you're running, that would be fine. However, I would rather upgrade this thing. Reason why, you're gonna end up using this one for IMET. So let's double check if he has another one somewhere. But I'm gonna 50% this one as well, because at the end of the day, like I said, this will be used on Shockman instead of any other thing, or not Shockman, for the Trial of Earth. There you go, 50%ers. Apparently I hit those. So we got those things in the building. I don't think you will ever be making Naya. I'm gonna end up breaking some things though, and I'm still not entirely certain what. That's an Aisha. So I don't think he's ever gonna be making a Mitra. No Tanya. Demael might be decent. I see Aisha here. Aisha's like, she's interesting. Is she good though? I am not quite sure. Now I want to break Shay, but Shay could receive a buff in the near future because she's currently outshined by FFrey by a gazillion. Dakar, same story, won't be used all that much. Evan is just absolutely ridiculous. Same goes for Yuno, so I would like to keep that one. This is Ricardo's. Well, I don't feel like he's ever gonna use that. Same for Rodina. It makes no sense. He got some Yuno things. Kaula. I don't like Kaula, but Kaula could do good for him. Another Ricardo stuff. Lucius, in my opinion, is still a keeper. We got some Crow stuff. Luisia could be a character that he could be using or ending up using. Reina's not gonna work. Requina, well, Requina's nasty for the Shockman content itself. Nyx is not gonna be used. Crow's not gonna be used. So everything that I got right now, I am fairly certain of breaking straight away. If you keep Luis's UT, don't grind a unique weapon. Yeah, like the thing is, I don't know whether he should be making a Luisia. Like, Luisia's good. I'm not sure if she is going to receive a buff at some point. I've seen her do Eclipse content because she has a highly spammable S1, which makes her interesting. So, I could see her work. Break Dim. Like, Demael in a team with Theo, Demael, Sonya in PvP. Like, those things are just nasty. Chase, well, he has a soul weapon. I don't want to be breaking Chase, but at the end of the day, the question is, if you already got a generalist like Theo, why would you ever need Chase? So honestly, we could also break Chase as well. Debatable. I'm gonna get these things out first, and we're gonna break them. Demian's unnecessary. Fluss, even with the buffs, is unnecessary. This is gonna be broken. If there are any single one of these that you want me to keep, please say it now, because otherwise you will never see him again. Same goes for Luna. Luna's just trash. Not necessarily PvP minded at the moment, so you don't need to focus on PvP stuff. No, I'm focusing on stuff that will help you at the end of the day. And I don't care if you're PvP oriented or not, you need to be using your tickets. Like that is just something. Reina, we're gonna break it down. Yeah, but he says he isn't PvP oriented and he doesn't scale well with the Theo itself. So I would not let him go for Fluss. So we're gonna get those two. I don't necessarily have a unique weapon that I really want to aim for. Like, he could aim for a higher FFrey. That could be something. Wow, I want to break something else just to get that last piece in. Or don't we have boxes that allow us to get those? Maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna get some out of this. No, that's a unique weapon to red. And dude, like Theo, in terms of being a generalist, Theo's still up there. Like Kersey is better, but Theo is gonna receive like a massive fucking buff. Oh, he has mileage tokens as well. So Kitty Roy, like taking into account Chun's remark, would you still want me to invest into Theo, or do you want me to go for something else? I wouldn't. Fuck that. Theo's awesome. And he's probably one of the lower or like underrated Eclipse characters. I'll keep using him as he's okay where he is, but if there is potential to do better, go for it. Honestly, no, man. Like Theo is that generalist that you're looking for basically in cleaning up Labyrinth. Labyrinth will just get cleaned up by that. Trial of Earth is a little bit harder, but with the proper investments, you should be able to do it. Eclipse on itself, with a good invested Theo, he could easily clear 40, and I'm gonna actually show it to you in a little bit. In terms of world bosses, honestly, it doesn't do that good, so that is kind of nasty. But outside of that, like if you get a good Esker on top of this, then you should definitely be doing good. It was UT, right? It's better to actually go for this instead of that, just point wise, but that is something to keep into consideration. So this is what I'm thinking right now. If we upgrade Theo's UT4 right now, he will become a monster. Otherwise, we could be upgrading FFrey's UT up to a 4-star as well. If we do that and actually get there, it will translate to the rest of the fucking game. So I'm in a little bit of a pinch right now because I would rather get FFrey instead of Theo's UT4. What do you guys think I should do? Oh, he did not get the right artifacts yet. What? Use the show. What? Okay, one Heart of the Abyss. That is true. He does not have the Abyssal Crown yet, I feel. Oh man, the rest will go into the Abyssal Crown. We could easily make this a 1-star though. I kind of feel like Heart of the Abyss will help him out in the long run. Nah, we're going for Abyssal Crown first. So much currency, yes. And I would 100% this to a 2-star, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna gamble with that one. Or Kitty Roy. Do you want me to gamble? Because this could potentially be a 3-star. If we are lucky. And I've seen this before. Nah, we're not gonna gamble. Because having 100% on this, definitely good. You can buy another artifact if he reaches that. Nice. And somebody said something about a random world boss artifact, right? Where was that? Oh, wait. Okay, let's see what we are going to get. Nope. Okay, that one is a Taraj. That one is something that I don't even have, I believe. We got ourselves some okay, but we are going to do this one thing once again. I am acquire maximum Angel's Egg. I love this feature. Remember the mileage tokens. Okay, so now the question is, which one of these assholes have attack? Okay, let's just pretend that one of them did, right? And we have enough Reforged tickets to allow us to do it anyway. Fallen Fury. Well, the HP on itself is pretty good. If there was a MP per second, that would be a good secondary stat to it. But unfortunately, I don't feel or see anything on that. This is an HP 9, but since this is a 1-star, I'm not going to gamble that for just an HP. Can we make this to a 4-star, ladies and gentlemen? It seems doable, especially with a good start like this. And 4-star is the only thing that you really need at all. Hint E. Are we... Did we make too many? We could potentially go for a 5-star. That is not bad, but unnecessary to a degree. Okay. If this works in one go, what? We got this on tape, ladies and gentlemen. This is disgusting. Oh man. Why? Well, at least we're going for Theo. And I'm gonna laugh if we're gonna make this a 3-star as well. Can we please do this again? That would be quite fire. Valley Art wants to have an account review, but can we do this again? Are we this lucky, ladies and gentlemen? We have not seen a fail yet. Can we make this 25%? Okay, it had to end somewhere. I am okay with this. People just want to have these account reviews just because they've seen the upgrades, man. But We are, I'm not sure if he really needs TP95 though. Question mark. One thing that we should do is we need to re-roll this. And there needs to be an MP per second. Or an attack. Or both. The HP in itself is also pretty good. Vilton is mad as fuck. This doesn't work. In the next few times, I might not do it. Attack. I'm keeping this right now. Like, we're not going any further because he has more gear that might need a little bit of enhancing. In all cases, we're gonna fix some things up. And mind you, we're gonna, with this alone, we're gonna break a lot of barriers that you just had. I would always lock these down, or if you have enough gold, make sure to smash them together so that you can use them for upgrading your other parts. That will save you inventory slots, but since we are low on gold and we're still not done yet, you might want to just keep it like this. So that is part of the homework. Get the gold, smash them together, save up inventory. Because do you have any kind of selectors? One thing that we are going to do is something very simple, and that is go by part, go for accessories, go for the earrings, go Dark Legion, 3 attack. No, just 1. Yep, that's 1. Nice. Lifesteal, unfortunately. We are gonna reforge that for sure. The orb, same thing. As for the other pieces, I would recommend always starting your things up by checking these boxes. Don't overperform these because these are rare. I would like to go with all of them in one go for the sake of a faster process, but if we have the right pieces of gear. But earrings are probably the ones that you want to upgrade the fastest because they give extra attack if you max them out. And they can be swapped to other characters as well. So if you decide to have more than one damage dealer, it would help you out tremendously as well. Now we're at the last one. Sadly, so far we got nothing useful. However, if we do end up getting a good earring, it will be maxed to the brim straight away. So yeah, unfortunately that is not going to help us out much, but we should just aim for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about 40 tickets in, but we got the first one. Great. Can we get another one, or am I asking for too much? Okay, let's check what this team is gonna do right now. We're gonna auto this and just imagine this damage right now. It is gonna be sick. Here you go, a boss instantly vaporized. Nothing that we need to do, and we did not even pop the God of Lightning. Just remember that. I'm assuming this will go up to like wave 30, maybe 35. If not, it could get up to 40. If you had like an A2 or like an A2, it would be like wave 40 guaranteed. Okay, Skavir, one of the first bosses. I just chugged the lightning. There you go, massive damage. The thing instantly just dies. Super easy. And we could just like auto fall on Frey because she has that much mana regen. And the same goes actually for Heart now, which means an ultimate amount of damage and nothing that we really have to deal with. And this is why I think that Theo is one of the biggest Eclipse monsters, underrated Eclipse monsters, because if you look at the vaporizing of this boss, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Get a higher unique treasure on this dude, get this UT4 up to like a 4 or even a 5-star if possible, and the damage will significantly rise even further. The only downside is maybe these characters, but like if you look at this, does this look like we're gonna lose at any point? I would say no. The only thing I'm maybe a little bit concerned about is Jane, but since we got a nice healing and a nice shield, okay, we got to pop this for a second because I don't want to be Kamehameha'd by anything. No, no, no. Then when it comes to Dullahan, we can just stun this dude, yoink, or at least I hope so. Yep, but to some extent, not even necessary. So if you would have to put it into contrast, I think Theo could even be better than my Chase. But I'm a little bit reserved on that statement. Well, we currently already beat your first record. That's nice. Now we're coming up at this part. This can be nasty. Chugging the lightning. There you go. Killing it super fast. Now this would be good to dispel. And at least stun, because this lady could do a massive amount of damage too. But since we got a shield, I don't have to worry all that much. So far 30 already cleaned. I'm assuming we should be able to get up to 40. But 40 might as well kill us, because there's this nasty piece that just, it hurts. It really does. But in terms of damage, really good. We're gonna go chug the spear, stun the dude, soul weapon, check the damage, and here we go. 35 done. And that is just because of Fallen Frey, guys. Fallen Frey is that broken. Yes, and no questions. And people are just sleeping on Theo, man. Theo is really broken. He really is. Okay, opening up S1. Granting myself a little bit of extra damaging buffs. I might have to do it again. Oh, wow. That was maybe even unnecessary. So, what I need to do right now, chug the spear. Cancel this dude out to the best of my abilities. Then before he goes and turns into this, then we need another shield. We need a little bit of extra healing and hope that Theo doesn't die before this. So what he needs is a little bit extra attack. If he gets that extra attack, we should easily be able to kill it or get ourselves a little bit of extra survivability. I've seen this happen before, so this is nothing new. But this is just on a higher UT, this thing would have been dead. So I'm assuming you're doing this trial of Earth. Open it up. And you're up to 5, 6. Okay, you haven't done 6 yet. Now 6 is interesting. You would want to have a Celica. You want to have this girl. Now, do you have by any chance the right pieces that we need? Yes. The only thing that you have very questionable gear on a lot of characters. So probably I'm just gonna give you homework, because the way that I view this right now, we might not be able to do it, but it is all just a big question mark. Now, this could kill it, but no, we're gonna go for this. Hopefully we have a lot of extra damage. If not, we are gonna die again. So that is still Taylor dying, but we are gonna make a decent start at this. I just want to kill it. She has a dispel, not a cleanse. Too early on the cast, sad. And here you can see that the damage in itself is still pretty decent. Oh boy, this might be bad. No, this is doable. And he's dead. So for those of you non-believers, we got it. So this is definitely possible. I think 7 is also possible if you do get the right gear for your characters. Like, it's gonna surprise you how much you can beat, actually. This one might be a little bit harder. We could actually increase our damage as well by picking the other UT. And there you go. We got this one. Nice. Come up with the big hit, you big cunt. Yoink. So I'm glad you like this, man. And this is how broken FFrey is. All you gotta do is build FFrey, and you can clean house. Kind of want to run through this, and this might have been a mistake for me to pop that skill. Yep, that is a fucking mistake. Because right now we will still have to deal with these little cunts. And I am probably lacking the damage. Oh, we made it. Surprise, surprise. Also, another thing that we could have done is pick the other UT. The other UT just gives you more insta damage, and the insta damage will allow you to clear this faster. Another downside will be, I'm not sure whether Theo will be able to clear the last part of this. Reason for that is CC immunity. And that is where FFrey comes in. If he gets permanent debuff immunity, he would be able to make it. If not, we are going to end up dying. That's just going to be the case. So all that you need to do, man, is just invest into the Theo a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay, we're going to wait with this thing. Because this is going to summon some Dark Elves, and that seems like a big problem, but in all honesty it is not. As long as you got yourself a shield over here, that will allow you to survive this part without getting stunned. If you can do that, then we are pretty good over here. Same once again, gonna pop this. So the moment your Theo gets a little bit stronger, the moment the rest gets a little bit stronger, you should be able to instantly beat that stuff. Super easy. But overall, man, this was a very fun account to watch. And there you go, we fixed it. Could do this with my chase, so this game is so lame. So this is where these things come in. This is also where we grant ourselves a little bit more damage. So the question is, can we kill this fast enough before everything runs out? Answer is, ow. Oh, we get stunned just before. Oh, we took it. Oh, I'm godlike. But yo, just imagine your Theo on an A220, man. Like, your life will become so much easier. Infira, something that a lot of people shiver before they actually had to beat this dude prior to anything. But here's where we're at. I do not care. The only thing that I do care about is, well, he does damage. Oh, by the way, he's dead. For floor 76, you can do a few RNG things, one of them being Sonya. If you get her onto her S2 super fast and she does get a S2 proc, you will be able to get it. However, if you have Zephyr, that is 12,000 times easier. I had to make minor adjustments, giving her enough mana, giving her enough attack speed, but if you then do get lucky, then you should be able to do it quite neatly, especially with Theo, because if you just run through these two enemies and then go up to Crow, he is gonna die. Same goes for Jane. If you pop her S3 Dark, she will stun on a 10% chance on every hit. So with that being said, we clean this one super easy. One thing that I want to check, did you get the condoms? He did not, at least not all of them. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get you a Theo. We forgot to click the PP, my bad. So once again, the combo, right? Left, right, nose, and a lot of PP. What? Does the combo not work anymore? Here we go. Oh. Ew. At some point, with the amount of Evans that you got, like getting Evan would be good, but if you get Mora up to a nasty point, she could definitely be a good character if you get her up to 8-2. But that is super, like a super insane investment. But the same goes for Evan, right? Like his sole weapon just on A0 doesn't do much. So then the question would be, if you would grind them, which one would help you out the best? I would honestly say I would honestly go for Mora, because I have the same thing with Evan. With just A0, like A0, it doesn't do shit. Fuck it. Alright, all you gotta do is wait for more condoms, do more of the protection of the God King, and try to get yourself something nice, man. But outside of that, I think we have done everything that we've seen so far. So if you don't have any more questions, I would like to wrap this up and thank you for the opportunity of using your account and actually just making this really nice. I hope you enjoy your account, man. You can roll a 5k gacha. Honestly, he would need Esker more than anything. But I could do a 5k gacha roll, that is true. Do the 5k roll, he says. Alright, we're gonna get something Talisha wise. He said go for Ether. Well, too late. You hate to see this type of thing happen, man. But hey, all in the day's work.